Trump ballot disqualification trial to begin in Colorado. A trial began Monday in Colorado to determine whether former President Donald Trump is disqualified from the state's ballot in the 2024 election over his purported role in a deadly attack on the U.S. Capitol aimed at keeping him in office. The one-week trial before a Denver judge could also be a test of whether Trump's opponents elsewhere have a viable path to keep him off the ballot under a rarely used, Civil War-era provision of the federal Constitution that bars people who have engaged in insurrection or rebellion from holding federal office. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than Trump faces similar lawsuits brought by advocacy groups in Michigan and Minnesota, but the Colorado case is the first to go to trial. Trump, a Republican, has denied wrongdoing during the January 6, 2021, attack on the Capitol by a mob of his supporters who wanted to prevent Congress from certifying Democrat Joe Biden's November 2020 presidential election win. Trump's campaign has said the absurd lawsuit and others like it are stretching the law beyond recognition. Trump is the frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination, according to opinion polls, in what is expected to be a rematch next year with Biden. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than his opponents hope to deny Trump a path to victory by disqualifying him in enough hotly contested states, but many legal experts call the strategy a long shot. The cases raise largely untested legal questions, and even if the plaintiffs prevail, the final say would likely rest with a Supreme Court dominated by a 6-3 conservative majority that includes 3 Trump appointees. The Colorado lawsuit seeks to bar the state's top election official from putting Trump on the ballot under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which was established in the aftermath of the Civil War to prevent former Confederate rebels from taking federal office. The advocacy group that brought the lawsuit, Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, said Trump incited, exacerbated, and otherwise engaged in a violent insurrection by encouraging his supporters to march on the Capitol and prevent the certification of Biden's win. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than Colorado District Court Judge Sarah Wallace has denied 5 separate bids by Trump and his allies to dismiss the case, most recently on October 25, when she rejected Trump's arguments that courts do not have the power to determine eligibility for office. Trump faces several legal cases as he campaigns for the presidency. A civil fraud trial in a lawsuit by New York State against Trump and his family company is in its 4th week. He has pleaded not guilty to 4 criminal indictments, including federal cases tied to attempts to overturn the 2020 election results and the removal and mishandling of classified government documents when he left office in January 2021.